I hope everyone is doing well today. My name is Yuliya, and one interesting thing about me is that when I was a kid, I used to get sick a lot. And that would always make me wonder what was causing all my health problems. That's probably one of the reasons why I'm majoring in biology now. One of the things I struggled with most was my vision. If you were to look at the world through my eyes, it would be like looking at the blurred photograph that was taken out of focus. That's how bad it is. I got my first pair of glasses when I was 16, and to simply say that it had changed my life would not be saying enough. When I was 6 and had just started first grade, I noticed that whenever I tried to copy something off the blackboard, I always had to squint in order to be able to see something. At that time, I was living with my grandmother in Ukraine because my parents were here in the States trying to settle in and make a living. So she was the one to take me to the doctor to get my eyes checked out. Unfortunately, my fears came true, and I was diagnosed with high-level myopia, which is just a fancy name for severe nearsightedness. Usually when a person gets diagnosed with myopia, they get glasses, but in my situation, I didn't get anything because my doctor said I was still way too young and my eyes were still developing, so it would just only harm me. And so I spent the next 10 years of my life being almost blind and struggling to perform simple everyday tasks. One day I will never forget is when I was in 6th grade taking an English test. The teacher was reading us a text, and after that we had to answer some true or false questions. The questions were written out on the board, and even though I was in the first row, I still couldn't see anything. Being a shy kid like I was, I wouldn't dare to just stand up and walk up to the board to read the questions, so I guessed everything and I failed the test. The teacher got really upset with me because I was always good with English. But what could I tell her? If I told her the truth, she would just tell me to get some glasses, which I couldn't. A few years after that, when I was 14, I moved to the States to live with my parents. Things were so much different here. New people, new language, new school, and super overcrowded trains in the morning. I got used to the changes pretty quickly. But of course, with my vision problems, it wasn't all as easy. I have developed a fear of having to read something from far away because I didn't want people to find out that I was struggling with such a silly problem, which could be just fixed with a pair of glasses. One day, I decided that it was time to put an end to my struggles. It happened after my presentation in biology class, where I had to read a few sentences off the board. And I'm sure you can guess what happened there. I couldn't read them. After that, I told my parents everything, and just a week after, I was at the doctor's office getting checked out. So my diagnosis got confirmed, and the new doctor prescribed me some glasses. When I first put the glasses on, and yes, I know this might sound a little dramatic now, but it was like I have entered another reality. It felt almost surreal to me. I could see everything so clearly. It got me some time to get used to the glasses, and there was even a few times when I tripped on the stairs just because I couldn't really see where the step was. Getting new glasses, it didn't just change my life, it changed me. I became much more confident in myself. I lost my fear of having to read something from far away, and I also started doing much better in school. Roy T. Bennett once said, "Your hardest times often lead to the greatest moments of your life." And I can totally agree with him on that one. Even though I had to struggle with poor vision for most of my life, and I had to deal with a doctor who wouldn't let me get what I really needed, I am still glad that I went through those hard times because now I really know how important it is to be able to see and how valuable my vision really is.